Alrighty, well hello there once again, Eric Patton, and today we're going to be talking on this video about precious metals manipulation. And a lot of people are becoming aware now that it's a fact that JP Morgan, as well as HSBC, and other banksters have been manipulating the precious metals markets for many years. And of course many other markets as well, but the precious metal situation is now being exposed. And of course you don't hear a lot about it on mainstream media, but if you're looking at internet alternative media, certainly there's a lot of information out there. And basically we've heard the rumors for years, but it wasn't until March of 2010 when Andrew Maguire via Billy Murphy of GATA basically just surprised everybody at the CFTC by on live TV just kind of breaking out and spilling all the facts. And interesting enough, when he was at trial, when he got up to the mic, all of a sudden the mic went dead during his whole spiel on the proof of the manipulation. And then as soon as he was done, boom, mic works great again for everybody else. So it's kind of interesting. Who knows, maybe one day there'll be a movie about the manipulation in the market and the whistleblowers. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But it's real, and it's as we speak, they're being sued for manipulating the markets by using their ETFs. If you're familiar with, say, GLD or SLV, these are gold and silver ETFs that in theory allow you to invest in gold and silver. Well, now it's being exposed that through their various manipulation, you might be aware nowadays the ultra wealthy bankers and big business owners basically run the country, run the world really. And Federal Reserve banks are not even part of the government. They're basically profit centers for the the banksters, as I like to call them. And it's becoming more and more aware. People now are not watching the media because they own all the media. They're basically more and more people now go to alternative media on the internet and try and get the truth. And so it's a fact now that the SLV and the GLD have been vehicles to flood the markets with millions and millions of ounces of phantom gold and phantom silver that does not even exist in physical form. They've been able to manipulate by paying off through lobbyists, the politicians, and making the laws get passed to where there's no accountability. And so the same exact banksters that created the dot-com bubble and the real estate bubble are now, in my opinion, creating the commodities bubble. And for years they were keeping the prices of gold and silver down, because it's known throughout history that whenever fiat currencies, paper currencies lose their value, people will go to a safe haven, precious metals. And whenever precious metals are going up in value, it's not good for those fiat currencies that the banksters control. And so as a result, they've been trying to keep the price of gold and silver down, and they've been very successful through that conspiracy for many, many years. And not until recently, when it got exposed, did you start to see the major run-ups. And of course silver has gone from 12 bucks an ounce just a couple years ago to, as I make this video here in 2011, March, you're looking at $37 an ounce silver. So you've seen quite a run-up in the silver, and that's because it's so undervalued in comparison with the gold and other investments that are out there. You've heard me talk on some of the other videos that I've done about the historic ratios of the basically 10, 12, no more than 16 to 1 is kind of historically the value, and it often has reflected the physical ratios. So when there was 10 ounces of, say 10 ounces of silver, there'd be 1 ounce of gold. In other words, it would take 10 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold, and often that would reflect the physical ratio. Well, today we've gone from, say, in 1950, where we had roughly about maybe 1 billion ounces of gold above ground in 1950, and you had at that time over 10 billion ounces of silver. And so in 1950 you could say that it justified because you had 10 times as much silver above ground as you did gold. And so you could go ahead and justify the fact that gold was 10 times as valuable as silver. Well, fast forward to 2011, and now we're in a scenario where we've used up all that surplus silver, and we're down to less than 1 billion ounces of above ground silver as we make this video. And yet the industrial uses for silver, as well as the investment, is picking up. Now you take that manipulation away, now that it's been exposed, and you're starting to see gold and silver kind of find their true market values. And I believe there's a lot of upside as gold and silver both become safe havens for all that fiat currency that's looking for a safe place to preserve its value. And so you're going to find that now that manipulation has been exposed, you're going to find that the value, I think, is going to continue to go up between both gold and silver. And I think that's a good thing, because gold and silver, unlike a lot of the other commodities that are not really accessible for the average person, we can go out and we can order physical gold and silver, and we can hold on to it and help to preserve our purchasing power. And so I do believe that the manipulation being exposed now has really kind of given us all a great opportunity, because they were getting people to shy away from investing in gold and silver, because they would flood the market, and what it would do is it'd keep people from investing, because they got bitten. Every time they'd invest, it would go down and they'd lose their shirts. Of course, they were shorting it to make money when it went down. But now that the physical reality, the demand for silver is so high and the supply is not there, that in itself drives up the prices. Now that you do not have that manipulation on the big scale that we did, you're going to find that's going to release the gold and silver to go find their true market values. So yes, I believe, and most people agree that it's a fact now, it's been exposed. And hopefully they'll expose some other things too. I mean, the last time that we were paying $4 a gallon for gas in the US, it has now been proven that at that time, $1 of that $4 a gallon was profit for the banksters. The same banksters that are ripping us off every time we turn around. I don't doubt at all that the $4 a gallon gas that we're buying right now here in California as I make this video, probably $1 of that is profit once again for the banksters. They find their way into profit wherever it exists. And I think that the time has come where their fiat currency game is coming to an end. You can only create so much currency before it devalues to the point where people catch on and they're going to start going into precious metals. So if you're interested in maybe getting some silver, whether you want rolls of bullion or whether you're interested in collecting the non-declarable collectible coins, I like the MS69s that my company ISN Coins ships out, because they'll ship you one of these every month on auto ship, or more if you'd like, and that gets you into our business opportunity where you can build a nice residual income. And that's also a non-declarable coin. So if you ever do have a situation where they recall bullion, you don't have to give up your collector's coins. They're non-declarable. I believe that you should be collecting both bullion and collector's coins. Just diversify. And so if you're interested in either one of those, or if you want to discuss anything more about the economy or silver, feel free to give me a call. I'm always open to new ideas, and you can reach me at 858-705-2487. Once again, that's Eric Patton, 858-705-2487. And also you can jump on my blog if you were to type in isncoinsbusiness.com. Once again, that's isncoinsbusiness.com. You can actually see the video where Bill Murphy kind of surprised everybody. I've got that on my blog, as well as a lot of other nice videos to kind of educate you on the situation with the banksters and the economy and so on. So for now, I'd just like to thank you for taking a look at this video, and I'll catch up with you on the next video, and have a great day.